I should feel protected by the government. I shouldn't feel like I have to fight them or explain to them why I get to exist.
A new law on gender-affirming care not sitting well with some Arkansans, but lawmakers say it's to protect kids' mental and physical health. We'll have the latest from the Capitol.
Hey, grab the rain gear before you head out the door this morning. I've been tracking rain and thunderstorms in today's forecast. I'll track that. We'll time it out. And we got to talk about how cold it's going to get behind this system heading into the weekend. That forecast is straight ahead.
The marijuana tax revenue stream has been a godsend. It's been mother's milk. I mean, we couldn't be here without it.
Tens of millions of dollars for cancer research, all from medical marijuana sales in Arkansas. How taxes are translating to new resources in 7 minutes.
This week we're visiting a coffee shop that boasts, or should I say roast, the most extensive selection of coffee beans literally in the entire state of Arkansas. It's Guillermo's Coffee, a hotspot for not just coffee snobs and foodies alike, but heck, it's really for anyone. Don't go anywhere. It's almost time to eat it up.
Well, it is Thursday and it is game day for the Arkansas Razorbacks in the NCAA tournament. The team made their first appearance at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa yesterday for their one and only practice before today's game. In about 10 hours at 3:30, they'll tip off against Illinois in the first round. Now, Scott, we know Hog fans are anxious and excited, and we've got our live poll question up and running this morning.
And we want to hear from you folks at home, so go ahead and grab your phones. We want to know, will the Hogs beat Illinois today? Head over to thv11.com/vote and tell us whether you think they advance or whether they're packing their bags and coming back to Arkansas. We're going to be watching those poll results change as you weigh in live on TV this morning.
And we're hearing that we're actually at 68% right now for people saying yes, that they 63. Oh, it's changing. It's changing really fast.
There's been a lot of ebb and flow this morning. It's funny to watch how folks that are diehard pro Hog fans that say, yeah, we're winning no matter what, they wake up. And then you got some naysayers like, it's probably not our year. They chime in too. It's been funny to watch it go back and forth.
Absolutely. And you know, the Razorbacks have actually made it a habit to win this time of year, making it to the Elite Eight the last 2 years under head coach Eric Musselman. He said today's game will be a dogfight, and Arkansas needs to bring its best game if they have any plans to keep their season alive.
I think anytime there's an 8-9 seed and it's Power 5 involved, I think you're gonna see teams that have some peaks and some valleys. Hopefully we'll be a better team than we were against Texas A&M.
It is win or go home. That game today is scheduled at 3:30, and you can watch it live on TBS. And of course, all the biggest moments from that matchup tonight at THV 11 News.
And you know, we're going to be keeping up with these results all morning.
Yep.
You make sure to stay with us if you want to know how everybody else is feeling. But you know, today, if people want to watch the game, they're going to be going out, maybe to sports bars, hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
But they might need an umbrella.
You're going to need the umbrella. You're going to need the rain gear. There's going to be some showers and some storms, not only around game time, but probably continuing into the overnight hours as well. Here's where we begin our forecast. First with a check of a beautiful downtown Little Rock. We're looking off towards the east. We're still, just under an hour away from sunrise this morning. You'll notice on Doppler radar, we're dry in most of Arkansas. We've noticed a few scattered raindrops in northern parts of the state, but it's going to be late morning that we really see our chance of rain increase. We go from a 10% chance in Little Rock at 10 a.m. To a 50% chance by noon. That chance continues to increase this afternoon, and as you'll see here in the evening hours as well. And we're also looking at the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms. It's not as cold as it was yesterday. It's kind of comfortable, really. Low 50s across the area. A light jacket's all you need. Don't forget the rain gear, of course. We'll make it back into the 60s this afternoon. Sunrise officially at 7:18 this morning. Coming up, we're going to go over the latest forecast data. I've got new information I'd like to share with you on tonight's severe weather. Who has the best chance of seeing those damaging winds, the large hail? There is a tornado potential as well. I've got information on that for you, as well as the cold air that's going to return to the natural state by this weekend and how it impacts your weekend plans.
Scott, thank you. Another law impacting health care for transgender Arkansans is now in the books. On Monday, Governor Sanders signed a new law making it easier to sue doctors for medical malpractice if they provide transgender care for children. Wake Up Central's Journey Taylor is live at the state capitol with details on how this new law is affecting medical providers. Journey.
Good morning, Mackailyn. Yeah, there are a few things to note first. This law has not gone into effect just yet, and it doesn't ban transgender care outright. Now, the law will go into effect 90 days after the legislative session ends, and it will also allow patients under 18 or their caregivers to sue their doctors for medical malpractice up to 15 years after becoming an adult. Now, this creates difficulties with malpractice insurance, putting some medical providers like sex therapist Courtney Firesen at high risk for a lawsuit in a confidential field.
Am I to choose lawfully abiding by this legislation, or am I to choose ethically abiding by my practice as a social worker?
But supporters of the law, like Senator Bart Hester, say rather than limiting care, it only protects children further.
I think it's really important ultimately to protect our children, especially ones that are struggling with gender identity right now. When kids are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, they just don't have the ability to make basic life choices, certainly that affect them for the very rest of their life.
Transgender advocacy group Intransitive believes the law hurts those, supporters say, it's intended to protect, adding a lot of transgender youth will not make it to 18 as their suicide rate in general is higher than cisgender people. Now, and besides the governor's support, a majority of the legislature also voted in support of this law. For now, at the Capitol, I'm Journey Taylor for Wake Up Central.
Journey, thank you. Now, there are other transgender-related bills we're following. House Bill 1156, the so-called bathroom bill, is now on the governor's desk. If she signs it, it'll create new rules for public school restrooms, banning students from using facilities that don't match their gender at birth. Another bill, Senate Bill 270, would make it a criminal offense for a transgender person or any other adult to go into a public changing area while a child of the opposite sex is present. That bill is appearing in the House Judiciary Committee for the first time today after it passed in the Senate earlier this month. Now to a crime alert in Little Rock. A 30-year-old man is locked up this morning accused of killing his own baby. Demetric Green III is charged with capital murder after allegedly shaking his infant child to death. The baby was brought to Arkansas Children's last Friday. That's when staff reported injuries to investigators, who then arrested Green. The child died eventually Sunday, and after an autopsy, detectives upgraded the charges. Green is being held without bond. In Garland County, a suspicious death in Diamond Head has turned into a homicide investigation. Back on March 4th, Garland County Sheriff's deputies found 79-year-old Dorothy Odenheimer dead in a yard on Pebble Beach Drive. We've been watching closely since then, and now that the coroner's report is back, detectives are asking for the public's help. Experts are predicting this could be a record-breaking year for medical marijuana sales in Arkansas, and the taxes paid on the product go back to helping cancer patients. Wake Up Central's Ashley Godwin shows us how UAMS is spending those dollars.
This industry is just doing well. People are spending money, and that's continuing.
Since 2019, when Arkansas saw its first medical marijuana dispensary open, we have seen the industry climb to new heights each year.
We've grown significantly from 30 million the first year to 200 and almost 80 million last year.
And this year is starting off on that same trend with $45 million of medical marijuana sold already. That's more than $4 million the previous year. And the taxes you pay are going back to the community. UAMS has received about $62 million for the Winthrop P. Rockefeller Cancer Institute.
The marijuana tax revenue stream has been a godsend. It's been mother's milk. I mean, we couldn't be here without it.
With this funding, the director, Dr. Michael Beer, is preparing the institute to hopefully become a part of the National Cancer Institute. They have been able to hire 25 lab researchers, double the size of the oncology and hematology staff, revamp clinical trial operations, and add more patients to the trials. And as more money rolls in, Dr. Beer has a goal to reach more rural areas of Arkansas by building more clinics.
This investment will pay off a lot in the next 2 years.
In Little Rock, for Wake Up Central, I'm Ashley Godwin.
Out of 3 million Arkansans, more than 90,000 have medical marijuana cards. All right, well, Scott, before we get to weather, let's check in our poll question this half hour. Will the Hogs beat Illinois today? Now, 71% of people that are watching right now say that they will.
I think those Hog fans didn't like that trend, and they said, all right, fine, I'll get out of the recliner, I'll go get my phone, and I'll vote, and your voice has been heard. 71% currently say yes, 29% saying, nah, they're packing their bags and heading home. You can vote, of course, thv11.com/vote.
All right, so people are going to be watching the game at 3:30. What do we need to know about the weather today?
Yeah, we're going to have some scattered showers and some thunderstorms, and while for many of us it's going to be just that, there is a potential for some strong to severe storms. This is the latest outlook. You'll notice the further south and west you go, the better environment that could support some of those severe storms, capable of producing some damaging winds, some large hail, even a tornado threat. We'll break it all down with the very latest data coming right up when Wake Up Central returns.
And modern lifestyles are bumping down the recommended age for colon cancer screenings, while younger adults need to be alert after the break. Right now it is 6:41. Here's a live look from our RView 11 camera. Stay with us. We've got much more Wake Up Central when we come back.